Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. I'm just trying to get started with this as quick as possible and not waste too much time. Right, so in today's video, that's such a bad angle. I'm sorry, that's such a bad angle. I cannot feel like that. We'll be talking about trust. So trust is going to be the first topic, and this basically video is just about life experience. As a 19-year-old, yeah. So basically, when it comes to trust, I've learned to not trust anyone too easily, and that includes especially people like your best friends who you feel that you could trust, but you can't always rely on them to keep your secrets and to keep whatever you've said to them, because I've had, as I said in my previous video, a lot of friends that left me, that I've told stuff to, and now everything that I've told is just, they know everything about me basically, and they could share that to anyone. So that's why you gotta be careful who you trust, and that's why it's very important for that. Next is money. So when it comes to money, be wise on your spending. What I say when it comes to money is my advice for people is basically spend less, save more. And the reason why I say this is because when you spend stuff on stuff you don't actually need, but you like, say you see something in the supermarket and you're like, oh, that looks nice, and there's people like even that happens to me, like when I see something I'm like, oh, I wanted to buy that, like, oh, that's something I wanted to buy. It's like almost like you gotta have a good mindset. Like if you have a good mindset, you'll be able to know what you need and what you don't need, and like stop cluttering stuff up, buying stuff that you don't need, because when you buy just stuff that you actually need, and you save up money, it'll be good for you in the future, because that money that you saved up can go to buying a car, buying a house, buying whatever that you want. Like for example, oh my god, got my words mixed up. Right, so for example, I want to buy a real nice car, and I've saved up, I'm not going to say how much I've saved up, but I have saved up a bit to buy a car, and it is quite a good amount, I'm telling you that. So, but I have been spending a lot, so my savings aren't really looking good, because that means I've got less in my bank. So there's no point in me having less in my bank, but a lot more money in my savings than my actual bank. So actually try and save up, because that really helps. Next is bucket list. So I definitely recommend that in your life you should have a bucket list, and that is basically like a list of stuff that you have. For say example, like if you wanted to travel somewhere, have a list of places that you really want to travel to in your lifetime. This is your lifetime bucket list. So anything that you want to do in life, anything you want to experience, I'd say like things such as like really like physical activities kind of stuff, try and get that all done and dusted when you're young, because when you're old you may not always have the ability to do stuff that you were to do when you're young. So stuff like skiing maybe not going to be suitable for someone who's like I don't know, I'm not judging people's age or anything, but like try and do activities that you can do while you're young, like at a young age, and kind of like categorize that. So I've got countries, activities, experiences that I want to experience, and yeah, just like for example, like I wanted to make a music video in my life, and you can make that at any age, but you know, do it whenever you want. Like I want to make a music video, I wanted to make my own song, I want to do cover songs, like basically write a list of stuff that you want to do in your life, and you know, see it back when you're older. So yeah. Another thing is the quote, you only live once. So try and have a good life while you live on planet Earth. Don't be like me. When I was like a teenager, I felt like I wasted half of my life, because when I was like really teenager, like what do I say, like when I was basically, since I started high school till when I was like 17, 18, my life was pretty miserable. I hadn't done much. I was pretty pretty lazy. I hadn't gone out. I stayed at home most of the time. I barely made any friends. I was very antisocial, and I guess that kind of did affect the way that I was. But now I'm like, ever since I turned 18, I have been more confident. I have been more social. I have been making more friends. So I guess that's a good thing. Another thing is career. So when it comes to career, choose a career that you like. Like, don't look at what your parents want you to do, or I'm gonna try this angle again. Oh, never mind. Right. So don't look at things that, like, basically your parents want you to do, your grandma wants you to do, or your friends want you to do. Do something that, like, so basically what I'm saying is do something that, I'm gonna get this out off. Basically what I'm saying is do something that you want to do in your life, and don't let others, like, pick and choose for you what you want to do in your life. Another thing is religion. So I am a Christian, and I feel like my religion has really taken me a lot in my life. It's been like a huge deal to me, because, you know, I was able to, like, I was able to just kind of be, like, a better person. Like, even if people say, like, oh, this isn't real, God isn't this, or like whatever, you know, I've got religion I follow, and I think in Christianity it's got a lot of good values. Like, it's just about being a good person, and obviously not every one of us good. I'm not good, but it kind of helps you show what you can do to be a better person or be a good person. So yeah, that's why I feel like my religion was really helpful in my life, because it helped me show those kind of things in my life. Sorry, I'm just like looking at the main points I was writing down. Youth and age. So as you know, you got to think about what you want to do. Basically, this is come back to the bucket list thing, where you got to think about what you want to do when you're young. So, like, say for example, I don't know, what would you say? Like, say for example, you like wished, I don't know, like, let's go back to the thing where it's like, oh, say for example, like, you wanted to do skiing or like surfing. You may not always be able to do that when you're, you know, really old. So that's why it's important to, like, kind of write down what you want to do when you're young, so that you got everything planned out when you're young. You're able to experience more in life and just get stuff completed that you want to do in life. Buy a camera. Buy a digital camera. It's definitely a great purchase, I think, in my opinion. So, like, all the good memories, all the good photos and videos that you've got, you can have it saved onto another device as a backup. And yeah, last one is substance use. I think I've not talked about that. I really do feel for the people that vaping these days. I used to also I was peer pressured into vaping once, but I've stopped. Alcohol, I only drink it occasionally. Cigarettes, smoking, I don't do that. Drugs, I don't do that. And what I say to people is, just, like, think about the effects of what it does to you, because I've got people in my family that have had really bad side effects, like brain damage, and they couldn't sleep, and they couldn't walk properly and all that. So that's why I just tell you, when you use, like, stuff like drugs and substances, just be careful about, like, what you are putting into your body. And that's just really what I've got to say. So thank you for watching, and peace out.